What's up, guys, gals, and Book Nook pals? It's Plug the Bunny with another unboxing, and today we're starting the first video in a short series on Christmas-themed Book Nooks by Rolife. We're not just going to do Book Nooks. We have some 3D miniature sets like this and some larger 3D wooden puzzles as well. The reason why I'm focusing on Rolife this time of year is because they have a couple different selections at all levels of difficulty. Stuff starting at the 2-star level here, which is very accessible for new crafters. It's good to do with family and young children. And they have more advanced things as well that are eminently customizable and enhanceable for those of you who have been crafting for a while. So let's get into this. This is the Christmas candy stand, or the Sweet Shack. Does have lights, 170 pieces. So this is a smaller one, not quite a Book Nook, more of a 3D model, like a mini storefront. But again, I think this is nice because it's a good entry point for a beginner or fun to do as a family activity. And I like it when families show that they were crafting together. I think that brings us closer, and that's what the holidays is really about, right? So we have a beautiful full color instruction manual, and it's actually completely full color, meaning even the backgrounds are colored in. We'll get to this in a second. We have the Rolife RoboTime safety instructions, which are almost as big as the instruction manual, and I'll get rid of those. We have our icon guide, so what the different icons mean. All right, looks like we got glue dots and glue strips in here, though this may be universal. And this is actually really exciting because I'm seeing a lot of different miniature items here. So I don't know if these big plastic tubes are for protection and shipping, but they actually might be part of the kit. We got some crystals here, some beads, a cap of some kind. It looks like 2 ornaments, some kind of like decorative piece of glass. Looks like we're gonna be slicing some peppermints up here. What else we got? Some gingerbread cookies, some Santa or elf cookies right here. Maybe a container for milk, I'm not sure. But a couple 3 elements here. We have some more in here. We have a little, well, this actually looks like a weight, but I'm sure it'll be the ringer for the bell. We have some plates. We have our LED, which does look like it is not wired. So interesting. It is a beginner kit, but you have to do the wiring yourself. A screwdriver for the 1 screw on the locked battery box. A piece of plastic tweezers. A gel pack for moisture, which is interesting, and some kind of frosted plastic or glass. Sorry. We also have, I've seen this a little more in the newer Rolife kits because they want to add some more color, but in their classic solid block color motif, a lot of pre-cut pieces. So I got quite a few pre-cut pieces in different colors. And now we have our runners, but let's get to our instruction booklet first because we always do that first. So again, it's completely in full color. I do like how it's showing you for each step all the pieces you'll need at the beginning of the step. It does look like we're going to be using double-sided tape in this, which is okay. I know some people don't love that, but again, we're trying to make this accessible for beginners and younger children. Okay, looks like we're going to put stuff in bags. We got gift boxes, so it does look like those tubes are going to be for making candy. It does look like we're actually going to be cutting the bag itself, which is interesting. I've never seen that in a kit yet. So, yeah, it says that it's 2 stars, but I'll be honest, making some of these things may be more advanced than they give it credit for, so it's just something to keep in mind. So it does look small, it does look simple. but it does seem you're going to be doing quite a bit of fabricating. So that's pretty neat. A little more than meets the eye. Again, we do have... oh, this is really cool. So this is for the pre-cut pieces. So because they're pre-cut and they're colored, they don't label the pieces themselves, right? They don't want to write the numbers on them. So we have a guide right here. So you can take this piece, and this green piece, for example, goes here, and we know that's P16. You can take this one right here, and we know that's P6. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. It's a good compromise between the two. We have a nice decal sheet, very vibrant. Not too crazy. Okay, we have our Rolife standard paper, and it does look like we're going to be folding these up into gifts. Disappointing, though, it does not look like these packages are scored, which means you're going to have to fold them yourself. I prefer it when they're scored. I think that makes it a lot easier. But now that I'm looking at the back of this sheet, I actually see what looks like it may be score lines in the back so that you can fold it. So if that's the case, that's a really smart design, because not only do you have the score marks so you can get good crisp folds and everything fits the way it's supposed to, but you also don't have to see the perforations. So I'm hoping that when I pull the top sheet out, yep, we got the score lines in the back. So I gotta say, if you can see right here on the back of these sheets, see if I could find it at an angle so you can see it. See right here, all these score lines on the back are going to allow us to fold the paper at the correct spot to make even and correct shapes. So that's really nice. All right, let's get into our last piece, which is our runners. Maybe. All right, it's another one of these pre-cut pieces. All right, we all know what this is. This is our sacrificial piece of sandpaper. It's this tiny little square. Though as small as this kit is with the pre-cut pieces, this might be enough, but still probably not. So we're going to sacrifice it. And I'm sorry for all the yawning and coughing in this video, but you know me, I don't edit and I don't do takes if I can help it. So we're sticking with it, guys. This is going to be our base piece, I'm guessing, nice and thick. I'm guessing it's going to be like 4 millimeters, 5 millimeters. I don't know, let's see how accurate I am, guys. It's definitely not 3. It is, look at that, 4 millimeters. Called it. All right, double-sided tape strips, which I know you guys hate, but I love. And then our standard Rolife stuff. So we have our thinner pieces that are either dyed or solid colored. We have our standard size pieces, and we have our pieces with the paper on top. See, I spoke too soon. I was going to say all single-sided, but we do see double-sided printing here. I have a feeling, just because of the way this kit is laid out, there's not really the need to do too much double-sided printing. But, yeah, so no glue in this, but you don't need it because it's got double-sided tape. Lots of little itty-bitty things in here to build, but pretty simple, pretty basic, pretty small. So, again, this is Rolife's miniature house Christmas candy stand. I think this is just a nice kit as a family to build, to experience what 3D crafting can be like. It's an activity you can do on the holidays. This can probably be done in a day as a group. So check this out. We got another video with 2 book nooks dropping. I got a bigger diorama and some other stuff coming from Rolife in their Christmas series. So thanks for joining me. Have a happy holidays. I'll put the link for this in the description. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.